Hey everybody, it's Andy, aka Max Writer. As you can see, I am in the village of Djelibeybi, named after the Terry Pratchett, one of the places in Terry Pratchett's books. Oh. Hey guys, I haven't done much with this village on film. Film shows how old I am. But today we are going to be working on putting up some stables and then getting some horses set up. I have plans for future episodes for putting up a blacksmith shop, and as you can see over here, there will also be a Church of Glob. Other projects I've done so far include the tower. We have a, what do you call it? There is a post office in town, and we've got, the village has a library, and we've also got a train station with a trestle that hooks up to Mayberry. Like I said, I've done very little in Djelibeybi, aside from fixing up the place a little bit. Food storage house here. I doubled up the size of this house and turned it into my home. This is the only village that I don't have a good-sized house, because I didn't have one for my home in the village, and that's fine. And the village kind of meanders this way. Off that direction pretty far is the mob farm, and on the other side of that, well, actually in that jungle is the jungle temple that I've claimed, and on the other side is Mayberry. So we have, as you can see, been collecting some things to build with. So I am going to grab some stuff, and I'm going to head over to the site for the stables and get started. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, I think the stables area is I'm going to replace most of this sand with dirt and get some grass growing in order for the horses to have some place to graze. And we're going to put in a little fenced yard, and what I'm probably going to do, actually, the stable are actually going to be just outside the wall and connected to it and up to the edge of it. So once I've gotten a little bit more done, I will be back. So there's our basic setup for the corral. I'm hoping that's going to do. We're going to run a fence line here. It's going to kind of meander in. Although, yeah, and then that way that leaves kind of an area for the square here. Out and to, bam, to where we're going to build. We're going to do a little terraforming so that the stables are actually up off the ground. And we're going to have to do it relatively quickly because we're losing our daylight. We'll be back when we can get to work on the stables. We're back! Hooray! Now, as you can see, they have a pretty good sized stables area. They've got a pretty good sized area here. For the horses, we are going to also add, because that's the only way to connect fences to connect fence posts actually to, what do you call them? This is actually, I think this is going. It's the only way to connect fence posts to a wall, to a stone wall. Right now the village is way open. That's why I slept, to try to make it day, so we wouldn't have to worry about zombies creeping in, because they hate villagers and want to eat them. So, yeah, I guess we're going to go that route. We're going to add one more piece of dirt here. Momento. Sorry, I'm still very tired from Gen Con. Had a really good time at Gen Con, saw a lot of great people, met a lot of new great people who I've kind of been getting to know, which has been a lot of fun. But it was also exhausting, so I'm still a little bit tired. Wow, I didn't need nearly this much fence post. Okay, so there's our entrance to the stables from the street. And let's see. We're going to add more piece of fence post here. And we're going to get some light here. And add fence post here. If you watched my Gen Con videos, you saw a lot of people. It was a great deal of fun. And yeah, that's about it for that, I guess. Alright, I'm going to start getting the basics of these stables done, and then I'll be back once I've made some progress. We're going to make the main structure out of sandstone. I'm hoping for a somewhat open structure, but we've still got to protect the village. So, The front is probably going to be very open, but the back is going to be at least 2 high, like so, and then the rest of it will probably be open near the top, so I don't have to worry about mobs and the like getting in or out. So once I've figured out where I'm going with this, I'll be back. Okay, we've made a little bit of progress. Still trying to figure out exactly the kind of look that I'm going for here. There's that again. I've been trying to get rid of that Bam. Oh, darn it. I'm thinking, instead of putting fence posts or something in for the windows, I'm just going to leave them wide open. I'll have to fix that later. It's getting dark again. Well, it shouldn't really matter. I don't think I'm going to do an overhang on either side. I'm just going to put overhangs on the front and back, which is kind of bad for the outside because that means mobs can just kind of come and hang out. But let's see what happens. I can talk a little bit while I work here. So, as I was saying, Gen Con was a great deal of fun. Oh, look. Oop, ocelot. It's not a bad idea. Got to meet a lot of great people. Got to meet the RPPR guys, role-playing public... Blah, blah, can't talk. From role-playing public radio. They were a lot of fun to hang out with. Played some neat games with them. What the heck? Okay. Hung out a lot with the Kenzer people. Had a good time with them. Got new crushes. Because I'm an idiot. That doesn't matter. Just generally had a good time. Or as good a time as possible. What the heck? I thought this was 8 across. Huh. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Okay, so that should be it for the roof. Hooray! Now I have to decide how open I want this to be. I kind of am liking it to be really... I could use birch for the roof line, sort of. Not sure. Let me figure this out. I'll be back. Okay. There's how I usually start things. There you have it. I haven't lit the outside yet. And I need to move this chest, but I need to get rid of some stuff first. That's going to be the basis for it. I think I need to get some horses from Mayberry, and I need to get a sapling. I'd like to plant one tree in this town over here. Since this area is green for the horses, should be nice. But I think that's going to mostly do it. I need to put a sign on it too, but I'll get around to that. It's a super simple design, obviously. Just something to give the horses shelter should they so desire it. It's very close. The only entrance is very close to the wall, but if you go out this way on horseback, you're going to smash your head into the overhang right there, so that doesn't really work. But not bad. So we're going to get some horses and dump some stuff out of my inventory, and that'll be it for, I think, this episode. So be right back. So I found this after I'd already grabbed a jungle sapling out of Mayberry in order to put up a tree for the stables, because it'd be nice to have a tree so that the horses could have a little bit of shelter. It ended up making a really tall tree, which is fine. But then I found that it's very easy just to walk right over the fence right here, so we're going to upgrade that just slightly, and there you have it. We've got our horses, our stable. We've got 2 flower and Rincewind. I bred them from the horses in Mayberry, and I got 2 more gray horses with socks and blazes. 2 flower is a pretty good jumper. But there you have it, folks. Djelibeybi Stables is done. It's just a simple building, but it is efficient, and it's a good place for the horses. And next time, we are going to get working on the Djelibeybi Blacksmith. And maybe I'll try to have some stories or something to tell y'all. I think... I kind of like doing that. I'm going to run outside real quick and put up some torches and try not to get blown up, mauled. Right here at the edge of the jungle. I think this is the North Storm jungle, but I'm not sure, because if it is, it goes all the way down to Stormgrim's territory. I can't recall if this is it or if this is the Monsoon's Edge jungle. Hey, zombie. Alright, so there you have it. Hey, thanks everybody for watching. I'm a little out of practice with recording. It's been a week since I've done anything. But as usual, I appreciate everybody who's viewing and commenting and everything. And so, yeah, that's it. I will talk to y'all next time.